Trying another new thing today. Good morning. 11:07 a.m. Heading to Fuzzy's Tacos for Fuzzy Friday with my buddy Chris from work. Short ride. It's been a every other Friday tradition since the beginning of COVID for he and I. It's a good halfway point between where he lives and where I live, about 7 minutes to get there. Probably a little longer than that. I wasn't paying attention to what I ordered when I ordered them. I just got a package of ND filters for 52mm lens, which this I think Artman is the brand of it. The case that my GoPro is in, so it can hold the microphone adapter underneath it. Has a little clip-on 52mm lens adapter for it also. So I got the 52mm ND filter lenses, and I meant to get something with a 16 ND16 filter. All I got was a 4, an 8, and a 12. No, excuse me, a 2, a 4, and an 8. And then some other filters that are not neutral. So right now, I've got the 8 and the 4 stacked on top of each other. I don't know if that means now it's an ND12 or not. I didn't have time to Google it before I was leaving. I tried the ND8 and it still looked too bright, judging by the LCD on the back of the camera. And I saw that the ND8 had threading in it, so I threaded the old ND4 on top of it to make it a little bit more ND. I've again adjusted some of the settings of the camera. I'm not going to get into detail about what those settings are because they're going to be different for whoever plays with them. And I thought I had hyper smooth always turned off, but again, I just deleted the last profile that I had on my camera and created this one last week, or beginning of this week. It may have had hyper smooth turned off, but this new the new profile that I built, it was turned on. I know that eats up a lot of battery. So I've turned it off, assuming it's not going to be shaking around like a freaking paint shaker every time I hit a bump. We'll see how that goes. First day of sun again that we've had in about a week. We had a sunny day, kind of warm day, Sunday, and then it's been cold and wet, icy ever since. Right now, I turned my cruise control off. Instead of hitting the information button, there's the information button. Hold down on it, hit to the right. We are sitting at 41.9 degrees Fahrenheit for a 45-mile-an-hour ride just a few miles away. I'm not fully decked out in warm gear, and I'm feeling fine. What are you doing there, buddy? Obviously the wind's blowing like a bag of assholes in a bean field from all that dust you see from the ND16 plant. ND16 is one of the ready mix places around here. Milwaukee, Algonquin for the good land. Drop an old comment down there if you know what that's from. Good Lord, people. I understand speed limits are limits. You don't have to drive 45 in a 45. But if I miss that light because you're driving so slow, you just stay right there. Really? Put your phone down. You. She didn't pull forward far enough to trip the sensor. It's the little things. I forgot to sync my cameras at the beginning of this video, so here's how I do that. And I'll just have to sync it here and go back and start from the beginning afterwards. So if I'm only turning on one camera, which would be the helmet camera, I just hold a one finger in front of it. So I know I don't have to try to find video from that camera to synchronize. If I'm doing both cameras, I hold up both fingers and snip them. And then I synchronize where my fingers touch on both videos. I don't have to synchronize audio because we're not getting audio from the Hero 2. Pretty simple. Just sync them up before you do any cutting and lock them together and start doing your cutting. There it is in all of its glory. Fuzzy's Taco Shop. And there's my buddy Chris's toaster. I can't tell if that Corvette is just filthy or if it's actually matte paint in the same color as my bike. I think it's matte paint. Looks good. I like it. Good tacos were had. Good chips and queso was had. Good conversation was had. I took a picture of one of my birria tacos before I killed the other one. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Appreciate you riding along for this short ride. And I'll see you on the next one.